Can we just like pump the brakes on Marvin Harrison and some people downing him and calling him a bust? I mean, dude, I just don't see it. I really don't see it. I feel like it's way too early to be calling him a bust of a wide receiver. Now, it hasn't really looked the best with the passing offense with him on Arizona. And him and Kyler Murray really haven't gotten on like a mutual like chemistry. Like it's just not there, right? We can all see that. It's just really not there. But I'm like, get online, and you've always seen some shit online. You're always seeing people talk shit online between NFL fans. That's just kind of what we do. But people saying that Marvin Harrison is like a bust and he can't catch and all this stuff, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I've seen a couple weird body catches from him, and I'm like, I know he can catch with his hands. I mean, we watched this dude at Ohio State. Like this kid, we were talking about him possibly going, possibly number 1 overall, right? He just looked absolutely insane at Ohio State. And his rookie year, we saw flashes. We saw a lot of flashes of potential. It was like, okay, yeah, he's probably going to be much better next year. And right now, it's like, okay, well, it's still kind of right? But I see people calling him a bust and shit. And I'm like, bro, like, give it time. Like, he's a wide receiver. He has all the tools to possibly be an elite wide receiver, if not elite, solid to good. Like, I just don't see a scenario where Marvin Harrison is just a bad wide receiver. And we got people out here calling him a bust. And I'm like, dude, he literally had, what do you have? 885 yards last year on 62 receptions, 8 touchdowns. I'm like, do we not remember that things were kind of weird with Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins to a certain point, right? Like there was games when Nuke would just get super hot and it would just kind of fizzle off. And I'm like, dude, I'm kind of seeing the same thing with Kyler and Marvin Harrison. Like right now, Trey McBride is like their number 1 guy. He's their tight end. It's not even Marv. But we saw last week against Seattle. He got hot in towards the end of the game, right? He started to get hot, and he's just showing off like what he can do. And for whatever reason, it just hasn't really worked up to this point. But people calling him a bust, I'm like, shit, bro. Like, such a reach in my opinion. Such a reach, and I feel like people are kind of just hating on Marv. I mean, look at Quentin Johnston with the Los Angeles Chargers. Dude, we were literally talking about him being a bust. He literally had dropping issues, right? Like, we all saw the videos in training camp. Look at him this year, dude. Quentin Johnston looks like a number 1 wide receiver. Like, he looks damn good. And say the Chargers just gave up on him. You know what I mean? And I'm sure another team would have gave him a chance, but we don't know if he went to another team or got traded to another team, what depth chart or what team he's being traded to with what wide receivers. We don't know what type of opportunity he would get. But look at this, dude. Like, look how good he looks. That's why we can't give up on Marv yet. It's way too early. For what reason? I have no idea. But calling him a bust and saying he's not good, I'm not there. I'm just not there on the kid. I still kind of think the sky's the limit. Now, if I'm not saying he's going to be elite, like going back to earlier, but I'm like, he still has the potential to be a pretty damn good wide receiver. So maybe let's just like pump the brakes on Marv just a bit.